Cop chuckles at a black kid for claiming his dad's in special forces until the man himself shows up. You expect me to believe that, kid? The officer scoffed, his voice thick with sarcasm, looming over Jamal with that look. The one that said I know better. His hand clamped tight around Jamal's wrist, the grip more about control than concern. Red and blue lights strobed across the street, casting the quiet suburban block in flashes of suspicion. It was the kind of night that held its breath. Behind the safety of curtains, neighbors peeked through slits in blinds. Curious eyes. Judging eyes. No one stepped out. No one said a word. Just whispers, muffled by the constant hum of the patrol car's engine and the weight of assumptions. But Jamal, he didn't flinch. Not today. He stood firm, chin tilted slightly up, voice steady and clear. My dad's in the special forces. He'll be here any minute now. The cop snorted, shaking his head with a laugh that cut deep, mocking mean. Yeah, right. Sure he is, kid. What he didn't know, that smug grin he was wearing? It had a timer. Less than 60 seconds left. Jamal had been through this before. The stares. The stops. The same tired questions. Where'd you get that bike? You don't look like you belong here. But today wasn't like the others. Today wasn't just another page in a book Jamal never wanted to read. He had just finished basketball practice. He was sweaty, tired, earbuds in, cruising home like any kid should be able to. That's when the flashing lights appeared behind him. The accusation came fast. You matched the description. Jamal knew the rules. Stay calm. Don't talk back. Answer what's asked. Don't give them an excuse. But the moment that officer laughed at the mention of his dad, something inside Jamal cracked, just a little. See, his dad wasn't just some soldier. He was the soldier. The kind of man who operated in shadows, who did things no one ever heard about, until he wanted them to. The cop's radio buzzed. Static. He reached for his cuffs. All right, let's take a ride downtown, kid. We'll clear this up there. Jamal's stomach twisted. He'd heard that line before. Clear it up meant hours. Maybe worse. But just then, tires screamed behind them. A black SUV came skidding to a hard stop, its engine growling like it was ready for war. The cop turned, hand drifting towards his holster on instinct. The SUV door flung open. Boom. Boom. Heavy boots hit the pavement. Slow. Intentional. And out stepped a man whose presence felt like gravity itself. Broad shoulders. Combat stance. Eyes sharp, locked in on the scene like a hawk. Jamal's heart jumped. Dad. The cop hesitated. Just for a second. Sir, this is police business. That business is harassing my son. The words were calm, but the tone carried the weight of 1,000 storms. It was the kind of calm that comes right before thunder. Another officer approached, trying to explain. We got a report of a stolen bike. The kid matched the description. Jamal's father didn't blink. Not once. Description? He reached into his jacket, pulled out an ID, crisp and unmistakable. You want to run mine too? The badge. The rank. The insignia. The authority behind it? Unmistakable. The first cop went pale. Real pale. That gotcha smirk vanished like fog in sunlight. For a heartbeat, silence. Even the night seemed to pause. Then, finally, the officer stammered, Look, we were just what? Jamal's father stepped in closer now. Not threatening, but powerful. Controlled. Teaching my son how the world sees him? Again? Jamal felt it all at once. The shame. The anger. The sadness. The weight of it pressed on his chest like it always did, like it wasn't going anywhere. His dad's jaw clenched. You could almost hear it grind. No need for this to go any further, the cop said quickly, hands raised slightly. You're right, Jamal's father replied, ice in his voice. So uncuff my son. Now. The cop hesitated. Only for a second. Then, with stiff fingers, he obeyed. The cuffs clicked open. And just like that, the tension eased. The patrol car drove off, its lights dimmer now somehow. Jamal stood in silence for a moment, the feeling of freedom settling in slow. A warm hand rested on his back. His dad's hand. You okay? Jamal nodded, barely. "Why is it always like this?" he asked, his voice low, worn thin. His dad didn't answer right away. Just walked with him, step by step. Then, quietly, "Because some people need proof before they give you respect, but that doesn't mean you owe it to them." The street lights flickered above them. Shadows stretched long. The night took back its quiet. And for the first time, Jamal realized his father's power wasn't just in his rank or his title. It was in how he carried himself, with pride, with strength, with dignity, no matter who tried to tear him down.